What's up, kids? This is Matt with GearZombie.com, and this is part 2 of the Line 6 Variax Shuriken guitar. I'm going to do a few videos on this guitar because there's just so much it can do. Real quick, if you're not familiar with the Variax technology, this is basically a digital modeling guitar. It has all the capabilities of a regular guitar. It has a regular magnetic pickup, so you can plug it in and run it in whatever rig. You don't need a Helix to run it. You can play it direct through any amp. But what makes this guitar really different is the onboard modeling. And I don't know if you can see these buttons here. You have a bunch of different modeling options. When it's in modeling mode, you can switch between Telecasters, Les Pauls, hollow bodies. On the acoustic side, you can do 12-string guitars, resonators, sitar if you want. There's all kinds of stuff. What's most impressive for me, aside from all that stuff, is your ability to manipulate tunings. Each string you can individually control within an octave either direction. You also have the ability to turn strings down. So if you've got a section where you've got a big chord, one string's ringing too loud, you can go into the editor, turn that string down, and create a patch for it that way. This particular guitar is a baritone scale guitar, so this one's 27 inches from nut to bridge, which is pretty big. Your standard Ibanez RGs are 25.5, so they're quite a bit shorter. And you really notice things like when you go to bend strings, it takes a lot more effort to push those strings up there. In this case, you'll notice my sexy batch of electrical tape. I don't have a dead ringer. I tried scrunchies, didn't work. But on this particular guitar, that ring is gnarly. And the piezo pickups pick it up really badly. So if I was doing any palm muting stuff, I really needed that on there. So when you're in modeling mode, you're using the piezo pickups in the bridge. You're not using the magnetic pickup at all. With the baritone scale, the way it's been explained is, baritones in general, if you're going to tune really low, the longer scale length is what you want for a lower tune instrument. And it's no different with the digital modeling. Having the longer scale makes the string tension tighter, which from my understanding allows this to track better, especially when you're dropping the tunings way low, which is pretty beneficial for me. Most of my set is in drop A flat on either a 6 or a 7. And then I have some songs that are in drop B. So currently this guitar is tuned to standard with the 6-string drop to D. First off, I don't normally play with this hiked up like I'm auditioning for John Denver. So here's our magnetic pickups. There's no modeling on. If I want to change that, I just push in this button right here. It lights up blue. This is actually pretty cool. Once you hop into the editor, you can change the placement of the pickup. And it really, it makes a huge difference. I can change where it sits on the body. I can change the angle that it's at. And it actually makes sonically, it makes a huge difference. So if we shove this, well, we were right about here, I think. If I take this and shove it forward, you can hear it's mudded that up. If we pull it back, it's important that one of the things that they talk about is that this can all be done with 0 latency. And as far as I can tell, all the switching is 0 latency. you can turn down each individual string. So I'm going to show you a pattern in one of our original songs called Circles. Now, one thing I notice when I play that is that the middle two strings more or less wipe out this. You get some of that. You get almost none of the bottom string. So we're going to hop in here. We're going to take these middle two. We're going to bring them down to about 46, 45-ish. And that makes that chord a lot more audible. And actually, if we really wanted to, I could just shut those strings off. Then, last but not least, let's just dump this in the toilet. So that's a full octave down. So that's kind of a high gain rundown of the Shuriken. So I'm going to do a bunch of other videos. There's a ton of questions about palm muting and other anomalies that are common with Variax guitars. All in all, this is such a cool instrument. It's super, super capable. Being able to manipulate tunings like that is so cool. And being able to do it at just a button push live. I mean, the possibilities are really endless with what you can do. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and thanks a lot for watching. Gear Zombie.